Hello and welcome to See and Know. It's great that you're joining us, and I hope that you've had a really good weekend and that you're here with mum or dad, maybe grandma or grandpa, and even possibly brothers and sisters. And today's story is called God is Awake. But before we get onto that, we need to find out who's here. So we're going to sing our welcome song, and I'll leave a nice big gap for you or maybe mum or dad to say your name at home. Are you ready? Let's sing. Where is, did you come to see and know? Hello, welcome to See and Know, it's great that you're here. Now, Flo, why on earth are you sat in a basket? Oh, you're wanting to float down a river for fun? Well, that does sound like a lot of fun. I like floating down rivers as well. But it doesn't look like you're going to get very far in that basket. It's got lots of holes in it. You're going to sink. You need something like a rubber dinghy or maybe some floats on your arms to keep you up in the water. But I wonder, is there a basket in today's story? Well, we're going to find out in just a second. Now, just to recap, last week we talked about Abraham and Sarah and how they were going to have a really big family. Well, they did, and lots of years have gone past and their family has grown and grown and grown. And then they ended up moving to Egypt, and that's where they are now. But things aren't going very well, and the Pharaoh is wanting to hurt all of the Israelites. So we're going to find out what happens in the story. God is awake. And as usual, we'll practice our actions, then we'll tell the story through once, and then we'll tell it through a second time to remind ourselves what happened. So are you ready? Here are the actions. So the first one, we've got to look shocked and say, oh dear, that's not good. And then secondly, we're going to cup our hands. And then we're going to mimic hiding something. So I'm going to hide in my hoodie. Or you can hide something under your jumper. And then we're going to look through binoculars with our hands. And the last one is we're going to give it a clap. So, shall we tell the story of God is Awake? Miriam had a baby brother, Moses. But some bad people wanted to hurt baby Moses. Look shocked. Oh dear. Miriam's mummy put Moses in a special basket. Oh, just like you, Flo. And then she hid the basket in the river rushes. So we've got to hide. Miriam stayed with Moses to watch over him and make sure that he was safe. So we get our binoculars out. Miriam was a good big sister. She was God's helper. And that's the story of God is Awake. Shall we tell it through one more time to remind ourselves what happened? So Miriam had a baby brother called Moses, but some bad people wanted to hurt baby Moses. Oh dear, that's not good. Miriam's mummy put Moses in a special basket. So we cup our hands. She hid the basket in the river rushes. So we've got to hide. Miriam stayed with her brother Moses to watch over him and make sure that he was safe. So we get our binoculars out. Miriam was a good big sister. She was God's helper. We'll give a clap. And that's the story of God is Awake. Isn't it lovely that Miriam looked after Moses and made sure that he was safe, and his mummy did as well, even though bad people were trying to hurt him. And we can all do that, can't we? We can all look after each other. We can look after our mums and dads. We can do things to help them or our brothers and sisters. And of course, people can help look after us as well. That's how we love each other. We show each other love by helping. And so we're going to sing a song now. And we're going to sing 5 Little Ducks Went Swimming One Day, because Moses was floating on a river, and so did ducks. So are you ready to sing at home? Brilliant. Let's get our 5 little ducks. 5 little ducks went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mother duck said quack, 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 but only 4 little ducks came back. 4 little ducks went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mother duck said quack, 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 but only 3 little ducks came back. 3 little ducks went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mother duck said quack, 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 but only 2 little ducks came back. 2 little ducks went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mother duck said quack, 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 but only 1 little duck came back. 1 little duck went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mother duck said quack, 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 but no little ducks came swimming back. Sad Mother Duck went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mother Duck said quack, 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 and 5 little ducks came swimming back. Isn't that a lovely song that Mother Duck went to help her little children come all the way home to where it was safe? Brilliant. Okay, now we've got some suggestions for crafts coming up on the screen. And the first one is, if you've got some water play stuff and it's really nice and sunny this week, why not recreate Moses in the basket? You can have lots of fun with Miriam and Moses and lots of water and get all splishy splashy and wet. Then, particularly if you're a little bit older, you might want to have a go at doing some weaving. You can weave a mat or a cover for Moses to go, or maybe even a little basket for him to float in. And there's some other suggestions coming up as well, using cupcake cases or paper plates if you've got them at home. And why not, if you want to take a picture, take a video and put that in the comments so that we can see what you've been up to this week. We'd love to know that you've been joining in and having fun at home. Okay, now we're going to finish as usual with our prayer. So we get our wiggly fingers. Are you ready? We're going to wiggle our fingers up to the ceiling. We're going to wiggle our fingers down to the ground. Wiggle our fingers up to the ceiling. Wiggle our fingers down to the ground. We open and shut them. Open and shut them. Give a little clap. Open and shut them. Open and shut them. Put them on your lap. We put one little hand over one little eye. The other little hand over the other little eye. Bow our little heads and say a little prayer. Talk to God. Dear God, we thank you for the story where Miriam stays and helps her baby brother Moses. Help us to look after each other really well this week, to love each other and do everything we can to help. And we pray that you'll be with us and we'll have a really good week. Amen. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this morning's story and our sing-along, and that you have a great week. And we've got our sing-along on Friday, hopefully. And of course, we've got all age worship on Sunday this week at 9 o'clock. So we'll hopefully see you at some of those. And if not, have a great week. Bye.